Did you cut your wing, Kawara? Cut my... I don't think so. It's bleeding. It is. Did I scratch myself on something? It doesn't hurt at all. No, this isn't my blood. What is that? There's blood leaking through a corner of the box. I feel sick, but I reach out and open the lid anyways. Inside the box is a human head. The eyes are glassy, but even like this, I still recognize him. He wasn't late. He was here all along. It can't. Did I die? First class. Oh my god, I died! What? Look away, Kawara. Looking will only hurt you. Emergency alert. Emergency alert. We have entered a state of emergency. All students, please evacuate to the gymnasium. Repeat, we have entered... Cuckoo! What is happening? Why is everything red? I don't know. Bah. Until we know what's going on, there's nothing to do but follow instructions. What are you spacing out for, Kawara? Come on! No. I don't want to leave Kyle here alone. Get up! He's gone! That thing is no longer McBone. It can't be. Come! By the time we arrived, the gym was already crowded with students and teachers. No one seemed to know what was going on, though. The gym echoes with whispered speculation. Hey, did you see the box? Yeah, you had that too? Yep, well, the class rep opened it and didn't see it, but apparently there was a human arm in it. Ours had half a leg. It was really gross. From the snatches in conversation I hear, it sounds like all of the print boxes had pieces of a human corpse in them! Were they all pieces of Kyle, I wonder? Nobody seems particularly concerned, which isn't all that odd. It was grotesque, but it's not like it was a dead bird, just one primate. Nanaki, this isn't some idiotic disaster drill, is it? Well, we're not supposed to have one until next month. Do you suppose it has something to do with that distasteful box? That was definitely McBones's. Bah. Won't someone explain this ridiculous state of affairs already? Yeah. Someone, tell me what's going on. This isn't a bad dream, right? Someone wake me up. Someone. Now, is everyone here? This is Ichijuju Minu, the headmaster. The headmaster? It seems we haven't all gathered together without panic or noise. Excellent. Unfortunately, there has been a natural disaster outside. The school is a designated evacuation site, so please remain here a little longer. Natural disaster? Nonsense. The weather is perfectly clear. Coo! Ogusan felt no earthquake! It's not like we're anywhere near a volcano. Oh, sorry, that's Kawasaki's voice. It's not like we're anywhere near a volcano or anything. I demand an explanation, Headmaster. Just what is going on outside? Does this have to do something with McBone, Kyle? Why have you brought us here? I repeat, there has been a... No, you imbecile! What? The gymnasium erupts with whispered discussion once more. Well, that changed nothing. I still have no idea what's going on. Are you alright, Kawara? No, yes I am. This could prove to be a very bad day for us all. Could prove to be. It already is. Coo! Mr. Nanaki! Kyle is missing! Coo! He must have run off somewhere! Oko-san will go look for him! Son, no, San is an older breed, much closer to pigeons of the human era. Maybe he doesn't understand the concept of death. Trying to explain would only hurt myself. The headmaster has proven entirely unhelpful. What should we do, Nanaki? Well, we can't exactly carry on with class. I agree with San. Let's go get Kyle.
calm yourself, Kawara. To relinquish your sanity during a state of emergency of suicide. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Sir, we just can't leave him there like that. May I go back to the classroom just once?
Well, the principal did ask us to remain here, but he didn't say we couldn't leave the gym now, could he?
I'm coming with you. As president of the student council, I have a responsibility to get to the bottom of this. Thanks, Sakuya. Do not flatter yourself. I am not doing this for you. McBone was foolish, loud, and had no manners or sense. But he never deserved anything like this. I swear, by my blood and name as a label, I will find the one who did this. You shall be my assistant. Come, Kawara. Right.
And so I exited the gymnasium in Sakuya's majestic wake. I want to know what happened to Kyle. Who did that to him, and why? Can the evacuation possibly have nothing to do with him? Why wouldn't the headmaster explain anything? My head was a raging whirlpool of questions, and no answers. And I did not yet know what we would find.
What is this?
A wall. Huge gray. What had been a clear autumn sky was now blocked off by a dull gray. It's dark, almost like the sun has already gone now.
A dome, rather. We appear to be shut in from above as well.
What? When did they do this, and
how? I don't think any of us was in full command of his faculties as we came this way. We can't be certain that it wasn't already there. It does seem most likely that I was put in place while we were all in the gymnasium, listening to the headmaster, though. He did say that there was a natural disaster. Maybe this is some sort of shield? A disaster so destructive there's nothing to be done but hide under an enormous gray blanket and wait. Maybe they didn't give the headmaster the details to avoid causing a panic? If that were the case, they would be robbing us of our right to know while our very lives are in danger. Is this really a shelter? Is there really a natural disaster? Either way, we don't know. There's no connection between what happened to Kyle and all this. Let's go to the classroom and then tell Mr. Nanaki about the dome thing. Very well. Looks like the other classes left theirs as they were as well. They're at the teachers' desks. Is everybody else planning to stay at the stadium? Japan is a country full of fools who would have grown lazy through too much peace. I doubt anyone else had dared to take it upon themselves to investigate this matter. We're here.
The box is still where I left it. Inside is...
I can't. Sakuya, I'm sorry, could you? No matter. What is this madness? Huh? There's nothing here. That can't be. That can't be. We left it right here. It's not like it's gotta been moved on its own, is it? Someone came and removed it while everyone was at the gym? This is life, not some third-rate mystery novel. Exactly, Sakuya.
Yuya, salutations, Ryutu. I see you're babysitting the Sakuya.
Do not throw my name like some cheap toy, mongrel.
How cruel. Well, I can't blame you for being tense, given the circumstances. I think you'd act like that regardless of the circumstances, Yuya. I am sorry about her. It pains me to think what happened. His expression clouds. It's strange. I've never seen him with any expression other than carefree cheerfulness before. You'd know her for a long time, right?
Yes. Do you know something about all this, Yuya?
Well, most of this business is still a mystery to me, but I can't at least answer a question. the question we face right now.
The whereabouts of the corpse, you mean?
Yeah, that. As you said, This isn't some third-rate mystery novel. Corpses don't disappear, and we won't be having a famous detective show up to find the culprit for us. Anyway, the other infirmary assistants and I gathered her up in the chemistry lab.
The chemistry lab? Well, what for?
For one, well, we couldn't just leave her scattered around through the school. For only the mental health of the students. Secondly, for the autopsy. As you know, we have two things going on at once here. The only human in the school was cut up and distributed to the rest of the school, and now there's some natural disaster happening. I imagine you're wondering if there is any connection between the two.
We are, but we haven't found anything. What do you know?
I told you, this is all a mystery to me too. I suspect that we will have an easier time investigating the murder, as long as we're sealed up like this, though. The doctor should be proceeding with the autopsy by now.
The doctor? Why him?
You don't trust him?
Of course not. I don't want to think about what he might do to her.
He might even have...
You suspect the doctor? Yes, everybody knows he's a nutcase. He probably killed her for some crazy experiment. He is an expert in the field. Who else could perform the autopsy? But...
I know where you're coming from, Ryuta. We're not exactly the most ethically minded bird around. That's why I asked Professor Donaki to come too. He should be there by now, if you want to go make sure.
Alright, we'll go later.
So Kyle has been gathered in the chemistry lab, and the doctor and Mr. Nanaki are examining him now. Mr. Nanaki might not be the best witness, but he's better than no one, right?
We all know where the corpse went then. But why are you here?
Me? I'm investigating. Under my own orders, of course.
Playing detective, mongrel.
That, and I have to make sure we don't miss any pieces. Anyway, what are you two going to do now? Personally, I think the murder and the evacuation are almost certainly connected.
I'm inclined to agree. The headmaster's refusal to explain our situation makes me doubt his story in its entirety.
Yes, indeed. So, Ryuta.
Yeah?
I know how you feel. You want to find the one who did this to Kyle as soon as possible, right?
Yes.
Kyle. Gone for a moment and suddenly he was turned into this. Who did that to him? I'll find them and I'm going to find the culprit and I never felt this emotion before, but now I feel nothing else when I find that bird. My thoughts exactly. Unfortunately, the school is a mess, and we won't find anything by chasing after her shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the wall could just be there because of some natural disaster. That's about all I have to say.
We didn't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but talk anyways, mongrel. Thanks, Yuya. We'll do our best to help.
Oh, one more thing. You might want to talk to one in the maintenance office. Tell him I sent you.
You mean that antisocial cockatiel dandy everybody hates?
Oh, come on, that's not nice. Yep, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's it for the talky mongrel. Adieu. He saunters off towards the staircase.
What a dreadfully obnoxious man. I thought he'd never shut up. He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Anyway, I don't think he'll find anything else here. Indeed. Where should we head next? I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside.
Right. Let's go to the office first. Maybe this one guy will be able to help us.
The maintenance office, in other words, the repairman's shop. I doubt we will find anything useful here.
Yuya said to go, right?
I doubt the integrity of his advice.
Jeez, is that anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family.
My family? Do you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me.
Whoa, calm down. I guess his elitism is still running business as usual.
We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building on the ground floor, right? Excuse us. What is this? This doesn't look very educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think. A dove. And one more. Mr. One, hello. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm? I'm Ryuta, and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm? No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here. Whoa. Somehow he seems really cool. You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class here. No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Yuya said we should ask you for help. Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakuya, where the heck are your manners? Sorry. He transferred from overseas. His Japanese isn't too great. He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well, come in. What did you say your gentlemen were investigating? Two things. The murder of McBone Kyle and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about? Yes, I've got an idea from Mr. Sakazaki. In other words, you know only what you've heard from that mongrel. Useless. I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus. Maybe you know what that big gray wall outside is, then? Nope. Useless wretch. Sakuya, calm down! Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh, wait. Mr. One, can we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside. Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning. Even the telephone wires. Yeah, this is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they need to cut communication systems off if it were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase then. A complete waste of time. Let us go, Kawara. Wait. I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you. Bright and massive? What? If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in the school, but never there. You might be able to find something out about the wall if you check in there. Of course, the headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, then he might still be in there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to go to get some solid information. We should try that. If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Anyone Mr. Sasaki sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget anything. Thank you, Mr. One. Dude, I might start speaking in, Nah, I'll keep doing Ryutu's voice. For now, we should check the lab, or the wall. After those two, we can try the headmaster's office. Go to the... save. Go to the lab. Excuse us. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of school, but today, the lab is downright depressing. Hello, Kawara. Sir, thank you for being with Kyle now. Of course. Sakazaki came and asked me to come right after you two left the gym. He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor's lining the pieces of Kyle up on the lab benches. Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara? I'm not glowering at you. Do you disapprove of me handling him? He gives me an evil smile. No, that's not it. I just wish we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Are you finding anything, Dr. Iwamani? Not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send you word when I'm finished. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait? Very well. I shall not interfere. Come, Kawara. Right. Oh, Mr. Kawara. One moment, please. Yes? Allow me to give you a hint. A hint? You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of all that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you may miss something very important. One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind, You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Isn't it beautiful, Mr. Kawara, the sound of your life crumbling apart around you? I'll take it does not suit your tastes. Very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity. He? Well then, you can handle the outside investigation and I, internal. Good luck, Mr. Kawara. Right. Thanks, Doc. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said that I was missing something? Or maybe he was just trying to lead me astray. Better not to worry about it and for the time being. What were you talking to Kawara about, Doctor? Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement. I see. That's good then. I'm sure you'll remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. We step outside once more. The gray dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Let's get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed. Iron? Iron, maybe. It's quite firm at any rate. Maybe it's some sort of shelter. My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal? That seems likely. It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break in a hole in it will not be practical. Maybe there's an emergency exit or something. Oh, we should check. We still don't know whether or not we are completely sealed in after all. Right. Let's walk around the perimeter. Doesn't look like there are any doors or anything. Indeed, it appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it is ventilated? I can't say I fancy the prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I'd think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah. If not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking for? Up there. Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. Ah! He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color. That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. I don't see any sort of latch. Can we open it by hand? Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. I don't like to think about it, but if there's really such a terrible disaster out there, that this is the only option. Maybe it'd be better to leave it shut anyways. Indeed, let us move on. We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind just thinking about Kyle, but I'm worried about my family outside too. I hope my mom's okay. I suppose we finished the first stage of the investigation now. Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor's working in the lab. The Great Dome covers the entire school, but for one small hatch. And we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say. Indeed. He suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. Headmaster, sir. Are you within? We demand entry.
Rude even to the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor is the only person in the entire school who he actually respects.
No reply. Let's go in. Wait, Sakuya, that's...
It's locked?
Bah, where is that old geezer?
Maybe he's pretending to be out so we'll go away.
Indeed. He never has the type to walk about the campus. Or perhaps he has locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up.
Should we wait around?
We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room by any means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters.
It's the headmaster's door.
I don't think it'll be easy to break down. You speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open it from the outside.
Yeah. Then we can head back to the...
What is that, Kawara?
I thought I heard something.
I heard nothing. Perhaps you are imagining things.
Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again, behind...
What the fuck?
What the hell is that? Suddenly behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. Second class.
What in?
The scarecrow man draws closer, dragging its long, ungainly metallic arm behind it. Sakuya, watch out! Its arm flies through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards which scatter across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakuya, we have to run!
I am well aware! Did we lose it?
I think so. Lucky it moves so slowly.
What was it? Surely no one could devise a prank that bizarre.
I thought it looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was human.
I've never heard of a human made of metal and burlap. A murderer, the dome, and now this! I know not who's behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so.
For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki. Oh, welcome back, Kawara, Shirogane. Would you like some tea?
Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor.
So, I take it something happened?
The headmaster. He must have been hiding from the scarecrow. It smashed the window.
Calm yourself, Kawara. You become incoherent.
Sorry. We were attacked by this gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing. Like a scarecrow in appearance.
A scarecrow?
Yeah.
Like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous.
Are the other students still in the gymnasium?
Probably not all of them. There's something dangerous in here. We should probably tell everybody to stay together in the gym. Yeah.
The plot thickens indeed. Not only are we all trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with this monstrous new guest.
I wonder what the scarecrow man's connection to all this is.
A scarecrow man, you say?
The doctor?
Fascinating. I never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it. Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now.
I was awake here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki.
You two may well have a right to know what I found, given your efforts towards the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I have learned from the lumps of meat which once were Mr. McBone. Controlling yourself, Kamara. Falling out among ourselves would only do us harm. I know. Anyways, we lacked the tools for proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. There were no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick. She was dismembered after death then, Doctor? It would appear so. There's little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up some time after death. Kyle was once one of the healthiest people I know. He couldn't have become that sick that quickly, meaning someone poisoned her. But why? For the sake of the grotesque, or to make it easier to carry, for some other reason. Disgusting either way. I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Mr. McBone died yesterday, after school. In the evening, then. Precisely. And he was found this morning. In other words, unless we have seen yesterday afternoon, he may have been here all along. Clara, her house was near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday?
After school, no, I didn't. My mother asked me if I run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I just ask her to walk home with me.
I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students with whom she was close.
You were going out again? Be careful. Sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous.
Don't worry. We can outrun the scarecrow, if it shows up again.
Incidentally, I went home early yesterday too. I left as soon as class ended. So, I only know what Ryuta has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but...
I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened with the rest of the school, sadly.
So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamani saw Kyle yesterday afternoon. Oh, right. Could we ask a favor of you, Mr. Nanaki? A favor? The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. There's a spare key to this door. Could we use it? A spare key? Yes, there should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you.
Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon.
Be careful out there.
You too, sir.
Kawara is a strange boy. I wonder why he lied about going straight home. What? What?